guys, welcome to Planning with Crystal. So today's unboxing is a Space NK gift with purchase. Now then, this is actually a Cyber Monday gift with purchase. So you're probably thinking, why am I unboxing a November gift with purchase in January? Now, this is twofold, so bear with me. So this gift came out, but it is actually still available. It's still listed on their website for the cost of £200, which leads me to believe that at some point soon they're going to bring this back as a gift that you can get free. So I thought I'd unbox it now rather than just not unboxing it, which I was originally thinking of because it had been so long, just in case it does become available again. The reason why I think it might become available again is they have actually been offering, literally in the last couple of days, you might have seen this, I mentioned it on my YouTube community page. If you follow me on YouTube, if you hit the notification bell, you'll probably have seen that notification. So a lot of the gifts that they were giving away in November and December are going to be coming back for technically new and lapsed customers, but literally anyone who hasn't picked up the gift before can still use it. You just need to know the discount code, which at the moment is BeautyGift2, but it might be different if this one comes back. Again, I'll post it on the community page. But essentially, there are gifts available at the moment. If you spend £60, you get the gift free. Now, this particular one was available when you spent £80, because this gift is actually worth over £140. So in the video, I will show you what I bought to get the gift, because you guys seem to like to know the sorts of things I'm buying and things, and then I'll unbox it for you and show you everything inside. So let's get into it. This is what I bought to get the gift. Looks like nothing too exciting, but that's just the outer box. So it's actually this by Lemur, and it's the Nourishing Moisture Collection. Now at the time, because I purchased it on Cyber Monday, I actually got it for £75, whereas it retails at £95, and I think it's still available on the Lemur website. If I can still find it, I will link it. But I got it for £75. Now, the reason for me purchasing this, so it came in a cute little green bag like this that says Lemur on it, and it's got this little tassel and little kind of silver ball on it. So I didn't really get it for the bag. I got it obviously for the products inside, although the bag is quite cute. So it's lined in green, and it's got a little kind of gusset bit at the side as well. Kind of seems like it'd be wiped clean, but there's no pockets or anything. Now with this, there are two products. So you get the Lemur Moisturising Cream, and this is in a 15ml size, which is like a travel size. You can actually buy it in this size, and it is pretty pricey, as you would expect from Lemur. So I wanted to get this size just to kind of give it a real go. And the other product that's in here, I really wanted to try. So it was just a good deal overall. The other product in here is the Lemur Lip Balm. Now this is crazily expensive. It's the most expensive lip balm I've ever used, and I've used some pricey lip balms. So this retails, I think it's about £35. I've actually only used it a couple of times, but it is a full size. This is 9 grams. It's got a little bit of a minty scent going on, almost like a chocolate mint. Now it's a nice moisturising lip balm. It's definitely more of a moisturising lip balm rather than like an overnight treatment. It's definitely not the best lip balm I've ever used. And you know what? I'm actually thinking that a dupe for this is the Eve Lom Kiss Mix, because it is very similar to that. But I digress. I basically wanted to try the lip balm and the moisturising cream. I've not tried the moisturising cream yet because I'm doing a different beauty brand review for every month of 2022. So I will only be using one brand at a time. So if I get to Lemur and buy more products to test that out, then that may be one of them. If not, I'll obviously use it when I've like finished brand reviews and stuff. So let's get into the unboxing. So this gift just comes in this little black box. There isn't even like a leaflet or anything in, whereas a lot of the other gift with purchases, if you don't know, I unbox a lot of them, usually come with like a little bit of a leaflet that tells you a little bit about the products. So for some of this, I'll be relying on my knowledge of them, but don't worry, I've tried plenty of beauty products, so I'm sure I can give it a good go. So in no particular order, let's see what is in this gift. So the first item is from Fresh. It's the Fresh Rose Deep Hydration Oil Infused Serum. It's 20ml or 0.6 fluid ounces. Now I actually bought this product when it first came out. I liked it, I didn't love it. So I enjoyed it while I was using it, but I didn't feel the need to repurchase it, if that makes sense. Now, I think it's a clever idea. I love the fact that it has actually come out in a smaller size, because I think I paid like £60 or something for the full size. So it was quite a commitment if you didn't like it or love it, like I didn't particularly. Now, I think the reason why I didn't love this is because I think it's actually suited to somebody with a much drier skin type than me. So my skin is kind of combo oily. So it was okay, it didn't break me out, but it didn't do anything major. Definitely up the moisture levels, but sort of no more than other products I've used. Whereas I think if I had a dry skin type or a sensitive skin type, I think it would have been really good. It is basically like a hybrid between an oil and a serum. And you probably can't see it on the screen, but it has actually got little bits of oil in the serum. And then you like mix it up and it goes a bit cloudier. And essentially with this, you can either pat it onto the face with your palms, that's kind of what they recommend, and they say to do it morning and night and then follow with your moisturiser, or you could just kind of sweep over with a cotton pad or something. Really, it's better if you do just do it with your fingertips, because then you're not losing the product with it like sinking into your cotton pad and things. So it's nice. I think, like I said, if you're somebody who has drier skin, I think you will love it. If you're somebody with like oily combo, I think you'll probably enjoy it but not appreciate it quite as much. Hopefully that makes sense. So the next product in here is a real love of mine. It's actually a cleanser. It's by Kate Somerville. And it's Exfoliate, the Exfoliate cleanser. I'm sure I've spoken about this many times before. So it is like a funny kind of light green gel texture to it. Now this I find is particularly good if you have got oily combo skin, it's great for that. But even if you haven't, if you're someone who suffers from kind of hormonal breakouts, like certain times of the month, that kind of thing, or whatever causes your breakouts, this is the cleanser that I like to keep in my cupboard and just like go to whenever my skin feels like it really just needs a little bit of a clean. Now it's a gentle clean, doesn't strip the skin, doesn't irritate the skin, but it does kind of seem to sort of speed up the turnover of the blemishes and kind of calm them down, and it just does a great job of exactly what it says it does on the tin kind of thing. So this is a sample size. It's 30 mils or 1 fluid ounce. I think they do this in a travel size for 50 mils, so it's a pretty decent size. You'll definitely get a good few goes of it. It's like a much gentler version of their Exfoliate exfoliating treatment that they have. Now it says you can use it twice a day, apply a small amount to wet face and neck and massage gently for 30 seconds, rinse gently and then pat dry. For optimal results, use with the Exfoliate exfoliator, appropriate for your skin type, 1 to 2 times a week. So like I said, it says to use it twice a day, and if you are oily combo, you'll probably want to do that. If you're somebody who isn't and just has the odd breakout, then you might just want to do it for kind of like a prevention sort of thing, or when you kind of feel them coming on and you want to sort of stop them in the tracks. Next up, we have got a product from Biossance. This is the Squalane and Peptide Eye Gel. Eye Gel visibly reduces puffiness and dark circles, 4 ml or 0.13 fluid ounces. So for me, I have actually had this in a full size. I think it came in a Caroline Hirons kit that I previously got. And this is what it looks like in miniature. And I'll show you the texture and things. So it's got a really light texture. It's definitely more of a gel than a cream. It does go on nicely. Makeup seems to sit on top of it okay. That's about as far as it went for me. So I certainly didn't feel like it visibly reduced puffiness or dark circles. It didn't seem to cause puffiness, but it didn't really reduce any dark circles. It didn't seem to have anything sort of light reflecting or anything in there that did that for me. It was just an okay eye cream or eye gel. It was one of those products that I used, it was okay. I wouldn't repurchase or reuse the product. I wouldn't not use it, but I wouldn't go out and buy it, if you know what I mean. So for me, didn't do a right lot, but that's just me and the way it worked for me. It is made from plant-derived squalane, and it's for all skin types, including sensitive skin. It is a vegan and cruelty-free brand as well, so if that's something that's really important to you, then that might be a consideration, but yeah, just didn't quite do it for me. Next up, we've got a product from Dr. Barbara Sturm. This is the facial scrub, and it's 20 mils or 0.67 fluid ounces. Now I used to always be of the opinion, and you will know if you've watched a lot of my gift with purchase unboxings, I was never that excited by Dr. Barbara Sturm. I kind of thought it's super expensive, it is. A lot of the products are nice, but not sufficiently nice to kind of justify the really high kind of price tag. But actually, there is a product I found from Dr. Barbara Sturm that kind of changed my mind. And if you've watched my favourites videos, sort of the last couple of months of last year, I found their enzyme cleanser, which I think came in a previous gift with purchase. I forget whether it was Space NK or Cult Beauty, but it really changed my mind about this brand. and I love it. So much so that I actually bought that cleanser in a full size, even though it was like a £50 cleanser, because it's that good. Now this is the facial scrub. So I'm actually feeling really excited about using this, because if it's as good as the cleanser, then it might just be like another hero product I've discovered. The only thing that makes me slightly nervous about this product, the second ingredient, is shea butter. Now for me, having oily to combo skin, shea butter can sometimes cause breakouts. But with this being a cleanser, so just something you're having on your face for a really short amount of time and then washing off, hopefully that isn't going to be an issue. But it's just what's kind of going through my head when I look at it. But I am looking forward to using this because I haven't tried this product, and yeah, let's see what it's like. Then we've got a little Augustinus Bader product. This is the face oil with TFC 8, 2.2 mils or 0.07 US fluid ounces. So I've had this in this size so many times in like gift with purchases. I think it came in an advent calendar and things like that. I know in the Cult Beauty advent calendar we did actually get the Discovery size, which was like 15 mils, but this is the 2.2 mil size. So it is just a little tiny kind of sample vial, but it is still worth over £10 in this Diddy size because it's such an expensive product. Now I've used this before and it's nice, but again, it's another product that didn't sort of do anything sufficient where I would think, oh wow, I'm going to go out and buy it. Not least because it's expensive as well. Didn't do anything to irritate my skin. There wasn't anything I disliked about it, but I didn't notice any real difference. Now, I'll show you what the texture's like on this. Just put a little drop there. So I would say you don't need much of it. It does kind of sink into the skin really well, as you can see there. It doesn't really have a scent or anything to it. Maybe it does have a little bit of a scent, actually. It does. It's hard to describe. It's almost like that traditional sort of skincare-y scent. Nothing specific. A little bit of a scent. Nothing to irritate you. And you certainly wouldn't notice it putting it on your skin. But yeah, I mean, it's formulated for all skin types. It's supposed to make your skin look firmer, smoother and glowing with health. And yeah, it was nice and my skin looked how it generally looks. Like I said, I didn't notice anything major to kind of justify the price tag with this one. But perhaps I needed to give it longer. Perhaps I needed to just use it with other products from this range. Sometimes you find that can make the difference. I don't know. It's another one, nice to have, nice enough to use, just not something that like my new holy grail, I must rush out and buy it. Let me know what you think of these products, by the way, in the comments underneath as I'm going through. If you're thinking, oh no, that's like the best product ever, let me know, because I do appreciate that like my experiences will probably be different from yours, and depending on your skin type you might have different results with these products, so do let me know what you think. Moving on, we've got a product from Suzanne Kaufman. Suzanne Kaufman is another really pricey brand, and this is one where I don't really see the results from the products of hers that I've used, and I've used quite a lot of them over the years. So this is a moisturising mask. Now I've used this before. It's a 15 ml or 0.5 fluid ounce size, so it is a decent size. You know, it's a moisture mask. This is an Austrian brand, I think. It's made in Austria anyway. It's an Austrian brand, made in Austria as well. They also do a lot of kind of bath products and things, which are nice, but again, not nice enough for me to kind of repurchase. And that, for me, is how I decide whether something is great or not. Will I actually go out and spend my hard-earned money on the full size? So this moisture mask, it's nice enough as a moisture mask. For the price point, I don't think it's sort of doing anything more than more affordable moisture masks. Again, nice to have, don't get me wrong, high quality brand, nice product, just perhaps not nice enough for the amount they're charging. I think when you start looking at costs of products, it has to be something that you really enjoy using. For me, it has to have really high quality ingredients in there. So, you know, expensive ingredients that you know are actually doing something to kind of anti-age your skin or whatever your kind of concern is. And this for me is just nice, just not nice enough for the price point. But yeah, another nice to have. Don't get me wrong, I will enjoy using it. I just don't get as excited as perhaps I would with other products, if you know what I mean. Next up, we've got a product from Amica. So Amica is a hair care brand. Amica is an American brand, and I first discovered it in Sephora. I think I got like some samples and things from time to time from various purchases I made back when I used to go on holiday in the US. Hopefully I'll be able to do that again later this year. Yeah, so I'd used a few of the products, but I tried not to get too attached to them because at the time you couldn't really get them in the UK. Anyway, you can now. I think Cult Beauty sell it as well. Really nice hair care products. So this one is the Wizard, which I think is a really cool name. and it's a detangling primer. 30ml or 1 US fluid ounce. Mist through wet or dry hair, then style as usual. Options are endless. Amica are a cruelty-free brand as well. Love it comes in a little spritzy bottle. So I use a lot of detangling sprays. I've got obviously fine coloured hair and it does get tangled quite easily. So I've used this product before, and this is the sort of product that I like to have on hand to obviously detangle and stuff. So happy to have this. With it being this little sort of travel-y size as well, it'll be great for when I can actually go away and be away from the house, and like it's a good size to kind of take with me to just spray on. For me, I probably spray it more on wet hair, use it to comb through and then dry my hair. So yeah, happy with that. Amica, really great brand, and if you've not used it before, I'm sure you'll agree it's a great detangler. Then we have got a product by Medicate, and Medicate is a brand that I'm looking at doing a brand review for later this year. I've got a few of the Medicate products. I've used some of them kind of on and off, but I've never stopped what I'm using, just use Medicate. So I think that is one of the ones I will do. So I am excited to see this in here because this will be great for kind of adding into the routine I'm thinking of. So this is the Medicate Advanced Night Restore Night Cream. Rejuvenating Multi-Ceramide Night Cream, no less. 12.5 mils or 0.42 fluid ounces. After cleansing in the evening, use a spatula to apply Advanced Night Restore to face, neck and décolletage. Use light upward strokes and allow the cream to fully absorb. It's got vitamin F and squalane, midnight repair complex, natural antioxidants and multi-ceramide complex. Looks interesting. And the second ingredient is squalane, which I find to be a really effective kind of moisturising treatment. Oh my gosh, it has actually got a super cute little spatula. Don't get me wrong, it's only plastic, but I think that's a really nice touch because I do kind of not a huge fan of sticking my fingers in pots because I always think it's a little bit unhygienic. I actually have some spatulas that I bought separately for products that don't come with a spatula, but I appreciate the fact that this one does. This is what the product looks like, and if I take the lid off, oh gosh, it's got a really kind of thick whipped texture to it. Again, sort of like a skincare-y scent to it, nothing distinguishable. Like I said, I look forward to using this. I think this would be really nice if I do a Medicate review and have this as like the night part of the routine. So yeah, because what I'm trying to do with these brand reviews is not need to go and buy a load more skincare, because I really don't need to. I've got lots of skincare, so I'm trying to look at products I've already got, and then I don't have to buy as many to add to it to do the routine. So very happy this is in here anyway. And let me know if you've used it, if it's any good. It's not one of the Medicate products I have used. Next up, we've got a product from Ren. This is the evercalm serum, or redness relief serum. It tells me that all the packaging on this is recyclable, it's vegan, it's again a cruelty-free brand, and it tells me that this is a world's first tube and reclosable break-off nozzle made with recycled aluminium. Ooh. So this is what the product looks like. So you must just like snap off the end and then turn it over and push it back in to reseal it. So we've got here, I'm going to say this is a 5 ml sample, but it literally does not tell me anywhere on the packaging or the tube itself, the box, anything, anywhere about the size, which is really odd. I'm sure it's about 5 ml. That's what it looks like to me, but it really doesn't say it. And I don't think I've ever had that before with a product. Anyway, Ren is a brilliant kind of affordable brand. If you really care about your products being cruelty-free and potentially vegan, I think most if not all of their products are vegan. If you care about your packaging being recycled and recyclable and sustainable, then it's a great brand for that. The price point with it is pretty affordable. It's not the cheapest, but it is an affordable brand. It's not overly priced. They've got great products, great sort of ingredients that they use. The ethos behind the brand is great, and the evercalm range in particular is brilliant if you have got sensitive, reactive kind of skin. So I used to kind of have more of that skin type. So it is a range I've used before. I don't think I've used the serum, but I have used the moisture mask from the range. I've used the moisturizer from the evercalm range. I've used the cleanser from the evercalm range. And if that is your skin type, it is definitely one I would sort of tell you to consider. So for me, not really having sensitive skin most of the time now, I still like to keep hold of a product like this as a sort of first aid kind of solution should my skin start reacting and playing up and being sensitive. If I use something that irritates my skin, I like to have something behind in the background that I can just grab and hopefully kind of calm it with. But if you have got sensitive or like sensitized skin, then obviously this is going to be a great addition to try out. And 5ml of a serum, it should give you, I would say, at least a week or so's use, depending on how often you're using it. Moving on, we've still got a couple more items to show you. We've got a product from Revive. So Revive is another really expensive brand. I've used a couple of samples. Nothing's really blown me away, but then the samples from this brand are always that small that actually you don't necessarily get to see any results. All it kind of gives you is a little bit of time to just see if you like the formulation, which isn't really enough when you're sort of talking about paying those prices. It's not for me anyway. But this is called the Sensitif Eye Cream, and it's SPF 30 broad spectrum UVA UVB sunscreen, and it's 3ml on 0.1 fluid ounces. Now it's tiny, 3ml, pretty tiny. However, most eye creams when they are full size are 15ml, so you know it's a fifth of a full size. But for an eye cream you use so little that actually you may well get a couple of weeks out of this. One thing I really do like about this particular eye cream they've included is the fact that it's got SPF in there, because I don't know about you, I've tried a lot of eye creams, very few actually have SPF in. And I think that is why sometimes you get damage and things around your eyes, because most of us by now are pretty good at putting SPF on our faces every day, not necessarily around our eyes, because a lot of sunscreens, if you put them too close to your eyes, they're going to irritate your eyes. So I really like the idea of this. So I am actually looking forward to trying it purely to see if it does irritate me around the eyes, because if it doesn't and it's got SPF in, then this might be something I would actually realistically consider. So I'm really intrigued by this one. It has got an expiration date as well of June 2023, with it being a sunscreen. And this is what it looks like. Like I said, super teeny tiny, but interesting to me. Something I'm really interested to try. So we will see what this is like. Another important factor for me with eye creams as well is how does like makeup apply after you put it on, because like I don't know about you, but some eye creams might be a fantastic eye cream, but you might put like concealer or makeup on or around it and it might start to like bunch up or like flake or crease, and then it's just not any good for me as an eye cream. If you never wear makeup, obviously that's probably not going to be a consideration for you, but yeah, interesting. And last but definitely not least, this is a candle by Neon, and it's Christmas Wish mandarin, cinnamon and tonka bean scented candle. It's 75 grams or 2.6 ounces, burned for a minimum of 2 hours and a maximum of 4, and then this will ensure that the wax burns evenly. So this is actually a full size, well I say it's a full size, I think it's actually a travel size, but it's actually a size you can purchase independently. I think it retails at £16, and obviously it's Christmassy and we're beyond Christmas, but that's because I'm so late posting this video. But even so, even if it comes back as a bit of a throwback and a bit of another gift with purchase they offer, this smells amazing. Now it has got that cinnamon in there, but it's not overly Christmassy to me. Because of the tonka bean and the mandarin, it brings the cinnamon, makes it smell more like an interesting, strong background fragrance instead of something overly Christmassy. And this is what it looks like. And if you're not into burning these kind of scents outside of Christmas, then I'm pretty sure it will keep to next year anyway. Or it would make a nice gift because it actually comes in a really nice box. So it'd make a Christmas gift for next year. So let me know in the comments, what do you think of this gift with purchase? Is it one that you're hoping will come back, or is it one you got first time round? Let me know. Let me know what you think of the products inside. Are any of them favourites of yours or ones that you're dying to try? And like I said, I'll put details about the latest offer underneath if you are thinking of spending any money on like skincare or beauty or what have you, and you want to get a free gift when you spend over £60. At the time of making the video, the offer is still available for some of the previous gifts, and I'll also link underneath the previous gift with purchase I'm referring to that you can currently get when shopping with Space NK. And there are links and discount codes under the video as well that you may find useful if you are shopping for beauty or other things. And a lot of the links, I'll just let you know, are affiliate links, which means if you make a purchase using one of those links, it doesn't cost you any extra, but I may get a small commission for referring you, which obviously helps to support me with the channel, and I really appreciate it. So I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. I'd love it if you give it a thumbs up. It lets me know you're enjoying the content I'm producing, and I'd love it if you'd subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell to be notified when my next video goes live. Thank you so much for watching. Bye guys.